Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NVA podcast. It's been like at least a couple of days since we last recorded one of these. Um, so, welcome back, Kevin and Wex. Thank you for joining me. We got an exciting new season to talk about. We have a bunch of new coaches to, analyze their teams. Maybe poke fun of some of their picks, including our own, and then probably give our predictions at the end. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good. It has been definitely
Yeah,
it has been at least 1 minute since we recorded the last podcast.
minimum.
It's a lot has changed. I don't even think we've wrapped up the last season like since we started recording.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
How do we even say it?
brief.
Who even won?
Give us a quick.
Your boy.
Yeah. So your boy, and now admin of the draft league, completed the first ever undefeated season, regular season, all the way into playoffs. Never been done before, and honestly, just impressive. Like it's so crazy that he did that. I mean,
Yeah.
who would have
All I'll
thought?
say,
Who would have thought that
all I'll
Whimsicott's
say,
broken?
all I'll say is this: I took a game off of him out of our set.
Let's go. So did I
So,
in the playoffs. I think.
so if Mignor didn't exist, maybe I would have beat him in the final. I don't know. Swamp, just don't take that mon ever again. Stupid mon. Never liked it. Never
Minior,
cared for it.
Minior was fun to use against you in those prep matches, but
Dude, all it did was click protect every time I wanted to attack into it. It was so like its favorite move is protect. That and shell smash.
you should have drafted
Literally like.
Urshifu L. Honestly.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
But yeah, your boy beat Swamp in the final, um, first undefeated season, and then we had three coaches go down, three coaches come up, including our champion of the UVA division, the OG, the original. Probably what his third title across all of our draft leagues now.
Yeah.
The original gamer.
Yeah, the owner of the server and the number one admin and doc special. I can't speak English. It
Specialist.
is specialist. That word. Thank you. Was Ryder, and what the hell was on Ryder's team? He made he had the Raging Bolt. He actually had Whimsicott and dropped it for Thunderous, which was kind of crazy. I forget what else he had.
Wondering.
Honestly. Maybe Chandelure.
It's been a while. If you can't tell,
it has been a long while. But
it's been a while.
we're back.
I couldn't name you a single mon off his team. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No idea.
I know
I can't remember Mon I had on my team.
I know he had Raging Bolt, and as we all know, well, maybe not Justin. Raging Bolt is really good.
Raging Bolt did not really do much for me. It just was. You can easily prep against it when you know it's coming. You know.
You know what we call that, ladies and gentlemen? Skill issue.
No, because I still made it to semis. Kevin, how far did you make it?
I lost to your boy, unfortunately, very early. I mean, as did everyone that played him. So it was just a matter of when you played him. So
I'm just saying, I made it to semis. I don't know where you made it, but
my team was bad, and Justin.
So that sounds like a
Justin didn't
issue.
learn from my mistakes with his pick, but I guess before we talk about the drafts, we'll go into we're playing Regulation H, which I am very excited. No one actually people were speculating that maybe they would do something like this, because obviously Worlds was one restricted, and the immediate progression from that is two restricteds. But then, are we going to play that for the full year? Because obviously, you would think Worlds would be double restricted. So, no one really knew what they were going to do, but they gave us this very cool format. All the legendaries, all the paradox, all the ruins, gone. We got Regulation A plus event, basically. And then we go back to Reg G with one restricted, and then penultimate two restricted. But I'm excited. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play it. I haven't played a lot of Reg H at the moment, but it is kind of nice to see all the old mons back to former selves because I mean, in the last couple of months, restricteds have kind of taken the forefront. So just to be back down to earth for a little bit at least. Nice to play Mom without the paradox as well. But
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, excited to see Baltimore this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Excited to see what people are bringing. Gives me a base to go off for what I want to do because I've played like 6 games altogether this reg, so
Yeah. Justin, you don't play the
be
circuit
nice to
too
see.
much, but about like draft league purposes, are you excited?
Yeah, I think it's a good change up. I do feel like, drafts can get kind of stale when it's, you have a lack of new mons or new rule sets and things like that. So the fact that we're, dropping back down to basics here after having you know, some of the paradox mons available and things like that. While I don't think we had restricteds available for our season, I mean, we have basically that allows us another season to look forward to because, the next time we have one, it's going to most likely involve one or two restricteds, right? Probably one, maybe two. Like we'll figure that
Probably.
out when we get yeah, probably one. I mean, almost assuredly one.
It'll be interesting. Draft league with restricteds is it's tough because not
Yeah.
all restricteds are created equally.
Equal.
So maybe we
Mm.
maybe we ban the broken ones and everyone has to draft from bad. I don't know, but we'll see. Um,
Do the
we'll see.
reverse, ban the bad ones.
Well, there's not enough. Like the level of good is like there's like up here and then it's like here. Like
Mm.
there's only a couple that are like
Ah,
there's not 12 that are on the same level is the issue, but
Yeah.
we'll
you
Yeah.
can have your like whatevers. Give me Wo Chien.
that's not a
Give me
restricted.
That's not restricted.
We'll be right back. So we're gonna go to the next.
Oh god.
We're gonna go to the next.
Oh, welcome back.
Give me
All right.
Wochien is a wild bro. That's a wild statement.
Anyway, so Uva's draft has completed at the time of recording.
They have
Naranja is about to wrap up. We have, I think, only a handful of picks remaining. I think like 6 or so.
Mm.
So we're almost done. We're almost done. Um, but that being said, we do have to cover some of these rosters.
Yeah.
Now, even though there might be some missing at this time, that's okay. I mean, for the most part, the only thing we're missing is an A tier from Ryder, which we already know, and by the time we release this podcast, most likely it'll be this thing. And a lot of C tiers. Let's scroll
Some
down.
C tiers.
It's one,
I technically still haven't picked
two,
mine, but I filled it in because no one else could take an S tier.
yeah, two C's, two A's, and an S.
Yeah.
Come on, come
So
on.
like I know what Ryder's taking or what he wants, but technically Jared could snipe him with like the pick, so who knows? We'll see. That would kind of suck. But yeah, dude, Uva sped run the draft. I was mad. I was very jealous.
Yeah, we've been finished for a day or two.
they're already
I've
done
been
grace
chilling. Like,
period. They've already like
yeah,
insane.
Grace finished last night at like 9. It's for me. It's 6 p.m. now.
Dude,
Grace never
I've been
finished
done
with
for like
me.
2 days.
when we go over like we're gonna go over these teams and people
I'm
could
so
have
glad no
like
one heard that.
I did not hear that. Maybe that's for the best. Uh, but we could go over these teams in the Naranja division, and people could like completely flip it. Like they could be completely wrong. So after grace period, so I guess take this with a grain of salt for the most part.
Yeah.
But Uva will be concrete for sure. And do we want to start with Uva and work our way to Naranja, or do we want to
Oh,
go?
let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go
I don't
through.
mind. Whatever you want.
Let's go through Uva since it's all complete and we won't look like idiots. um, and we
So
get
we'll
to,
start here.
get to
We'll go
introduce.
left from right.
Yeah, left for right. That works. That works. We have Jam, coach of the Jacksonville Moltres. His 3rd season, I think, in the draft league. In
Yeah.
our draft league, very good player, and went with the very popular right now archetype of Sneasler Rillaboom. That really like Sneasler. I think fighting type is such a good like type in this regulation, and
Yeah.
the synergy with Unburden next to like with Rillaboom, you could give it the Grassy Seed, give it a defense boost and Procket's speed boost. Is really really strong. And obviously,
Dire Claw just hits a lot.
Dire Claw. I've run some prep matches for Baltimore against Sneasler teams, and Dire Claw is the dumbest fucking move they've ever introduced into the game.
What does it do?
It has a 50% chance every time you click Dire Claw into a Pokemon. It has a 50% chance to sleep, paralysis, or cause poison to the Pokemon. So 50% of the time you get a very annoying status condition, and if it's sleep or paralysis specifically, you want to slam your head into your device that you're playing on. It is
Lumberry, brother.
Well, this is, in Draft League prep, you can run, if you verse Sneasler, you can run Covert Cloak, and the shit never happens. But not every friggin' Pokemon has a Covert Cloak in the circuit, so you get in good situations against that Pokemon, and then it just sleeps you, and you're like, all right, what am I supposed to do? So I hate Sneasler, but I'm also very glad. Spoilers, it was not taken in Naranha. That is Uva's problem.
Was it?
Not yet.
It was
You
not. Oh yeah, I mean it's still. I guess with Grace Period couldn't make me bite my words, but it has not been drafted.
I hope Swamp takes it instead of T-Tar.
Well, he's got T-Tar Excadrill, so that's not happening. But
he gets rid of those two, and he has Sneasler Rillaboom.
Maybe. The rest of the team,
anyway, go on.
He's got the Weezing Slacking combo, tried and true.
Eventually, he got the Weezing Slacking combo.
Yeah, eventually through some bargaining, I guess, and other trades and stuff. A lot of sniping going on. Tauros, I think a mon that comes back in the format. I mean, always kind of relevant in draft, I guess, but for the circuit, it comes back when the power format's low. Not every team needs Incineroar. It has good fighting typing, good speed, intimidate. Also very good offensively. I think it's a mon that can do just you don't need to run it as a support intimidate mon. You can run it very fast and offensive. Another Unburden and Sceptile, Prankster, Tailwind, Fletchender. No
Prankster? You mean Gale Wings?
Priority Tailwind, will I say?
Yes, I'm really good at this.
Yeah, it says glad that thought Wo-Chan was restricted.
All right. Should I just set a Miraidon or something?
Yes, that is what you should have said.
Yeah, that's a good.
To me, I guess.
The world's winning restricted. There's no immediate synergy with Dash Bun unless you just Tauros doesn't learn Lava Plume.
Yeah,
it's an interesting choice there. I would assume that Fletchender might have some sort of way to proc something. Maybe I don't know. It's a stretch.
It also doesn't have
really.
You'd have to self-target, and
that feels bad. That feels like a waste unless it's Lava Plume.
I could justify it if he didn't have another fairy type, but he's got 3.
Yeah.
So it's it's interesting.
Yeah.
To be fair, at the time when he picked Darkspawn, he only had 1.
Yeah, but then he
had none.
He didn't drop it. He didn't drop it and got 2 boars. So it feels kind of weird on this team. It's still kind of bulky, has yawn and annoying things, but and C tiers. I swear he used Lycanroc last season. They must have liked it a lot. It's value in C tier. It's got Follow Me with Ferret. Shout out Ferret. And Wigglytuff is, Wigglytuff.
Wigglytuff.
Yeah. It's a decent looking team.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk about the Quartz story?
Me. Okay. So here's the Quartz lore. Okay, here's what's going down. Essentially, Quartz had this newfangled idea for an Eon team. So Glaceon, Luminion, Eevee, a full Eevee team, Evolution team. But somebody decided to take one of those evolutions, and it ruined the whole thing. So instead of sticking to his guns, Quartz was like, "All right, let's actually draft a good team, right? Something more competitively viable."
So at this point, everyone had already drafted. So all the quote unquote best
Yeah.
S tiers, A tiers gone. He just had to completely. He had drafted all his evolutions, lost the last one, had to reinvent the wheel, and this is what he came up with.
It's still good. Like, don't get me wrong. The Chansey's a little weird, but Centric's a little weird too.
I respect the level of toxicity to like when your whole plan gets ruined to just go Dozo Tatsu. It is very.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, it's there. Why not?
It's very
Yeah.
villain. He's making himself the villain. He's taking over the villain arc. Although we all know who the true villain is, which we will get to later, because the Glaceon is still on the roster. Lex, what do we think about Dozo Tatsu in draft?
I mean, it's good. It's pretty solid. I don't think there's ever a time like if you don't have Haze, which thing off the top of my head, I'm not sure I do. Oh no, I do, so I'm fine. If you don't have Haze in draft, I feel like you could be in for a bit of a rough one. But overall, I feel like it's good. Again, not you have to really commit to it. With the rest of this team, like not to sound like putting down, but there's not much else that you need to prepare for on this team specifically. Maybe Venusaur. So if going into facing Quartz, if you don't I think you can fully nearly just prep for Dozogiri and you'll be fine.
Yeah, we
That's
normally
big talk,
see.
but
Again, this is not draft league, the circuit, but in the circuit, you usually see very hyper offensive slash like stally like Dozo teams. Like they'll either like poison you, like poison all your mons, and like try and like whittle you down and have Dozo finish it, or you see like Specs Golden Go, E-Speed Dragonite, like things that just output crazy amount of damage. That way, when Dozo Tatsu comes in, mons are already whittled down. Don't really see the supporting pieces just to pull that off.
Luminion
but-
is not on his team. It's
oh, true.
Arbok's on his team.
Good shout.
Whose fault's that?
Not mine.
I blame Kevin.
I don't think it was mine. Anyway, yeah, we just don't see the offensive pieces maybe to do that, but I, for one, am not going to underestimate what Quartz does with this team. I don't see the vision. Quartz always has a vision. Like, he didn't just take
I don't
it.
see the vision, but Quartz has his vision.
Yeah, he didn't just like take it to take it. Like, he had a vision, and
I think it's like I do think there's a lot of good things that you'll see come out of it. I think for the most part, I mean, Dundozo Tatsugiri is obviously the focal point. It's just the question is how do you support it and then counter the things that need to be countered when you are in that sort of form, or like when you have to clean something up after or before. So I think it's just gonna be a lot of the top three and then a mix and match between the rest of the team. Potentially, that's something I think would make sense at least, or you could see like a solo Dondozo with more of a like a Yawns sort of archetype and things like that, and really try to focus on like a Magmar pairing with it with a Follow Me and things similar. So I do think there's a couple of different angles that he can work here, and I don't think he's going to be pigeonholed just into I need to bring Dozo Tatsugiri every single time.
yeah.
And I doubt he brings it more than half the games. If I'm being honest, it's Quartz here.
Quartz
He's
has
gonna
he
do
has
something.
drafted it before and done something similar. So, and he had a good season that year. So, I expect similar stuff from Quartz.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
let's swiftly.
He knows how to use Dozogiri.
Yeah, for sure. We move on to the Jersey Skies, the GOAT Kaysun. I was very big on Dragonite going into the draft. Wex can attest to that. We kind of talked about it together.
Yeah.
You'll see that in our teams.
You'll see. You'll see. They were very inspired by each other, I think.
But I was very big on Dragonite. I like the, I guess utility. Not utility. The different sets you can run with it. It's very not one dimensional. The different terror types and move like as a dragon flying, it gets a ton of coverage. It has good abilities. Like good terror. Like obviously we all know about Terra Normal E-Speed, but in this meta, Terra Flying, Terra Blast, AV sets, Banded sets, Life Orb sets, Loaded Dice Scale Shot sets. Like I think that Dragonite has a lot of different offensive sets it can run that make it really hard to prep for. If they don't have Intimidate,
Yeah.
you don't need Inner Focus every week. You're gonna be scared to
So you
fake it
can
out.
you can actually
You're gonna be scared to fake it out every week, regardless, because you don't know if it's Inner Focus or multi-scale. I was very big on Dragonite going in, and I think there's a reason why. I think Kason had the third pick, and it went and
yeah.
uh, good to confirm that I was like kind of big on it. To show that it went third is like, I think it's really prominent. I don't think that made sense, but we're gonna move on. King Gambit. Justin, you can talk about King Gambit. You've had it in draft.
King Gambit's pretty good. I like King Gambit. We're the S tier. We're the S tier.
King Gambit's broken. However,
Yeah.
the 4 times weakness scares me.
Yeah, I love how you said, "Let me talk about it," and then 2 seconds later, it's like, "I love King Gambit." All right,
It just scares
all
me.
right,
It scares me. It's like
let's just lie. It's fine.
like
My name's Kevin. I'm also a liar. Nice to
no,
meet you.
like you said you love it. Like you said you love it, and I'm like, I don't know. It scares me.
Well, no, I do love it because it does provide a lot of damage. It provides, priority with the sucker punch. It would be a Terra Sync, right? You kind of have to Terra it to Terra Fairy or just something else to avoid the 4 times weakness. That is true, but there is positioning you can take around that to avoid needing to do that. Because the Dark Steel is a pretty good typing outside of the negative effects of the fighting weakness. And with draft there's always a way, right? So, I like the King Gambit pick. I also want to point out I really like the Altaria pick. Altaria just, I don't know, it feels right on a team that wants to win and do really well. And I think if you have that in your back pocket to avoid weather, I think that's
Yeah.
huge. I don't know, Kevin. What do you think about that one?
I think you're a scumbag. Uh,
Guilty.
yeah, it is a good pick. It's good value. Very good value.
Yeah.
I think Electabuzz is low key. I maybe could have been S tier. Maybe I think its bulk. And
It's pretty good.
Its bulk and redirection is really valuable in A tier.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe something we overlooked. We'll have to see how the season goes. I think it's really good redirection. Maybe we'll save you some weeks from terroring King Gambit. It'll already have done enough damage where you can just let it go and then sweep with Dragonite. So I think there's not any good fighting spread moves. So you can pretty much protect King Gambit for the most part.
Are there any spread fighting moves?
I don't think there is. None come to mind. I could be wrong.
No.
Does low sweep kit both?
No.
Okay.
None come to mind,
least-
but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't think there are any.
That's probably something they'll add. But if it's a fight, it's usually a 1v1. You're not going pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
You're going pop, pop. Obviously, because I fight a lot, guys.
Yeah, honest.
Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me. Look at me.
All right. We got.
Oh well, technically,
Oh,
map block or multi-target moves.
say again.
You're gonna have to repeat
About
that. You're
your
Irish
service.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Map block and quick guard are both multi-target moves, but they're on your side of the field. So
They're just
no
They're not
offensive
damaging
ones.
though.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not damaging. They're protection.
No damage doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's like me running through a playthrough of Pokemon Diamond. Oh, Foresight? Fuck no. In fact, I'd rather chop off a finger. Fuck you. Sword Stance? I'm not. But what damage am I doing there? No. Give me Roar of Time or whatever the fuck I'd have on the mon.
Hyper beam.
Hyper
Roar
beam
of Time on
damage
the-
go hard.
My Zigzagoon has roar of time.
Rest of the team, honestly, just some solid pieces.
Yeah.
Justin used Rabambi pretty well last season.
Yeah. Rabambi, I feel like Rabambi's a sleeper pick though. It is a tailwind user. It is, obviously focus sash,
Yeah.
but with the ability, you don't have to worry about fake out, So it is actually a very, very solid
Yeah.
mon to have on your team, and it's a very good speed tier to try and set something up without Prankster. So If you need Tailwind, this is a perfect mod for that. And you have Girafarig to set up
Mm.
Trick Room potentially with the Eviolite, and you can, try to, help Colossal King Gambit sort of, and even Decidueye Sui try to set up and do certain things. Colossal, I feel like, is actually a sleeper, really, really good pick because not only could it be physical, it could be special, and with Terra, you move away from the 4 times weaknesses that it has. So if you can counter that, and yes, it's a Terra sync, but its stats are pretty damn good once it's terrored. So I think there's a lot of potential for Colossal to do really well, which is why I took it personally. But Rabambi I feel like is really, really good. Girafarig is going to be a good Trick Room setter, and then I feel like the rest of the team rounds up pretty well.
For sure. Next is, I think, the best team in the draft, honestly.
All right, how much further down your throat is my question.
I mean, it is pretty good, and I think yours is the best on the other side as well.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. You'll get to
Why, Justin?
see Kev's
Why,
in a
Justin?
you'll get to see Kev's in a little bit. Well, you're kind of half looking at it already, but yeah. So when Mousehold with I think it was a fifth or sixth overall pick, just it's so good in this format. Being able to use like well, you can either go offensive or support with like you go beat up into like for instance on this team like go beat up into Gallade. I can have like redirection.
Yo, chill with the sauce. Don't give away
There's
our
just
secrets.
there's lots of stuff. There's lots. I mean, you see a Justified mod is what it is, but if I'm not run Justified, I'm run Sharpness on Gallade. Um, yeah, as well, Mousehold has redirection. It has population bombs. A Terra normal population bomb just absolutely destroys things. Terra normal wide lens as well, not loaded dice as one of my friends ran before. In a past draft.
I
Yep.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Volcarona is extremely good in this format as well. It's on a lot of teams.
Right hand on the Bible.
Um,
God strike
Heat
me down.
Wave. Mm.
Finish that quote.
Vol-
I'm good. I'm not screaming, dude.
Volcarona is really powerful in this format. Obviously, the chance for redirection. You have Heat Wave. You have Quiver Dance. It's just super powerful. You're gonna need to bring. People are gonna want to run Rock Slide, which is why Gallade is so important because Gallade gets Wide Guard. Going through it then again, we have Palma, extremely powerful Mon, Double Shock, Fake Out, Close Combat. Gonna do a lot of damage again. So I've like
Focus
there's
Sash
like 3 or 4.
Stink.
Of course, yeah. But like, there's 3 or 4 mons on this team that can either go support 1 week and go complete hyper offensive next. So the versatility is really, really good. Gallade we slightly talked about. Gallade is stupid, especially in. I know I don't have it, but in Psychic Terrain, Gallade is incredible. We've seen it on a lot of say Trick Room teams, but also on in Reg G, it was on a lot of half and half Trick Room teams. It's on a lot of Ursula the Blood Moon teams. But obviously, this format power level slightly increased for it, so happy days. Yeah, going through Inteleon ignores redirection with Snipe Shot, which is always a nice little tech.
I always forget about that.
Also, yeah, we have a little Irish draft league, and I had it this season, and this season it went off a bit for me. A couple games against the Moongus or whatever, having Scope Lens, Sniper, Snipe Shot, it just crits everything. Terra Water as well.
That's some damage.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a lot. Fungus, how I got it at the second pick here, or the second BJ pick, I don't know how it got back around. Again, Rage Powder, Redirection. Like it's not too tanky, but it's just valuable to have. I think able to spore. Like again, just a good mon. Dragalge, adaptability, with like a Sludge Bomb or a Draco, Dragon Pulse, whatever, or even now with adaptability, I think it works with Terra Blast.
It does indeed.
So it's just a really hard hitter. Coragula gets Haze.
Dragalge also gets
Freeze
haze.
Dry.
You have 2 haze users.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Good to know. Coragula gets Haze, so able to stop maybe the defense boost on Archaludon, able to stop Dondozo Tatsugiri, able to stop a lot. Also freeze dry for like a Palafin or a Dondozo. Moving down Lurantis, slightly probably under tiered a bit. Regain superpower, which don't know how we missed it, but regain superpower, it's in C tier, so yoink that pretty early. Cottony, again, just a good support mon. A lot of support mons on this team, but I like the flexibility that's there. And Dr. Alola, a staple on my teams in the past.
You guys
It will
colluded.
come to one.
Justin, what do you look so
It will-
confused? What do you look so confused about, Justin?
You both have Lurantis. What the fuck?
Yeah, no shit.
Y'all talked about it. All right, whatever. Anyway,
I wasn't involved in the tier list. I'm not going. I keep myself out of the tier list every year because I do not know shit.
Me, Justin, and you boy did the tier list.
don't associate me with the tier list.
No,
I
you were
think I
there.
made,
You
like-
were there. You were there.
No.
No, you were there.
I think
you
I
had
made like 3 points.
you had your vote in every say. No, you were there. Don't.
I don't know everything. I didn't do research. What is this? Do you think I do research? Come on. Come on. I used loaded dice. All right. Don't even no.
He just outed himself. We didn't confirm who that was.
I was on about another friend, Justin. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
Well, actually, I was on about another Irish guy the Irish guy who had Mousehold in draft league this season also ran loaded dice.
Mousehold does get bullet seed. I think loaded dice. It actually still does work. I think it's like triple axle, where like
Yeah, it's fine.
I
but
think if you hit the first one, like only the first accuracy check happens. So if you're not wide lens, you can miss the first one. But if you're like, if you hit the first one with loaded dice, you'll hit the rest of them, which is what I think happens. I could be wrong though. Maybe that only guarantees it. For
yeah,
five,
it was
but-
actually.
Oh, we're done. Oh, nice. All right. Let's move on. All right.
We got Germ. Germ is back. The goat with it. Germanus.
Yay!
Germanus Spidops are back. Justin, never do that again.
Yeah.
The Oregon State
you do, I missed
Bidoofs, the relocated Germ, no longer have the Hawaiian time zone. Bless up.
Bless
Yeah,
up.
that was interesting.
Whoa.
I am so excited to see Palafin. We have been doing Scarlet. This is our 4th season, I think, in Scarlet Violet, and this is the first Palafin I think I remember seeing.
I feel like we had in season 1.
Did someone take it? I don't remember it.
I think so.
I feel like someone did.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I don't remember it. So
They
it
might
was.
have dropped it, but they definitely had it.
It wasn't that memorable.
I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna do
Um,
wow. I'll do my research. Give me a minute. You can
Um,
Well,
keep
as,
talking.
as we already know, I don't do research, so
clearly. Germ's got his Spidops. He's got his Belly Bolt. The Germ classics. He's got the double stakeout duo of Mabosstips, Spidops. Don't switch out on Germ. That's all I'm saying. Don't switch out. Palafin Amoonguss, obviously great synergies there. Very good core. I like the A tiers. I think Chandelure Spothra could be kind of. I like the Chandelure completes
Lumina Crash into
Lumina Crash into
Chandelure
100.
damage.
145 special attack or whatever the hell it is.
Or even Belly Bolt damage.
Yeah, Lumina Crash into like
Parabolic charge.
Yeah, charged Belly Bolt goes kind of crazy.
Uh,
I don't know.
the Rhyme
It's
City
kinda
Rhydons and Griffin had Meowscarada Palafin in season 1 up until week 7.
Yeah.
Dropped in week 7.
You
Knew it was dropped. Knew it.
can't blame me for not remembering that, honestly. We move.
I can.
But he was last place in the division, so
Kind of forgettable.
I'm sorry. I value everybody's teams and their picks and how
right.
they play.
Right.
I don't know.
I was second last.
It's weird you didn't say it was Griffin. Like you didn't remember those fully. So.
Oh, I don't need to remember his name. We just have a undying bond and loyalty to each other.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we're just that tight.
Shout out Griffin.
like-
I hope.
2 peas in a pod. Like,
Shout out, Griff.
Yeah, shout out Griff. I hope he's doing well. We got. Yeah, I think Chandelure really completes a Firewater Grass core really nicely. Flash Fire is a great switch in for Amoonguss.
Yeah.
boosting fire moves, pairs well with the Spothra. Luminacrash is really cool in this team. I think Germ has a really good draft. I'm excited to see his return.
The only like downside of this whole team is no rain for Palafin, but I don't really think it's gonna make that much of a difference. I think it's just a well drafted team.
Don't need rain. You got
He
Riolu.
got-
Yeah,
he got-
Riolu. Riolu gets rain dance.
It
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
Prankster. Did you know it's Prankster?
Prankster rain dance coaching into Palafin. Don't sleep.
No, it got rain dance actually. I knew it got
And here's
coaching,
and
but I
here's
didn't know it
another
got
thing
rain
to
dance.
keep in mind. I think the one other thing that I would say is it is kind of I mean, obviously with terrors it doesn't matter as much anymore, but the lacking of completing your fire, water, grass core and your fairy, dragon, steel core.
What
Kind
about Palafin Amoonguss Chandelure is not a fire water grass core?
We'll be right back.
Like, where's he going with this?
All right.
I was like,
Alright,
He doesn't
but
have a
he is
dragon.
missing a dragon
He does
type.
not have a dragon.
he doesn't have a dragon.
Oh god! Swiftly
Guys,
moving
guys,
on to a dragon.
In my no, hold on. In my defense, I was awakened at 9 a.m. by a phone call today. I didn't end my shift until 6. So
Skill issue.
I'm
we moved.
uh,
Speaking of rain.
Yeah.
God give me strength.
The most prominent
Team that I'm
rain
Donald
sweeper.
Trump.
Relax. The most prominent rain sweeper in the meta is not even a water type these days. It is the stupid bridge that Game Freak decided to
the
make
bridge.
a pseudo legendary and random crazy rain sweeper. Electroshot is broken, so broken. 130 base power, gets a special attack boost every time it clicks it. Don't have to wait in the rain. Compared it with like Politoed Gengar, he doesn't have like a trapper, but gives kind of Paris trap vibes.
Yeah.
Sinistra is really cool, redirection and hospitality support. Also, just Machagacha's kind of broken as well. Dude, this Game Freak just loves.
Arch is not dying. Arch is not dying this season.
Like with its defensive typing, its bulk minus. I mean, you just run AV to make up for the special. It has sturdy as well, so you can't even one shot it if you want to run that set. But
Yeah.
Kilowattrel in the rain sounds kind of broken.
Yeah.
Thunders go crazy with like you get.
And even then, you can bring in Politoed and just have Zoroark there, and then you're wasting all your resources trying to kill the Archaludon that's not even there,
Yeah, for sure.
which could be an issue.
Ton of speed in between Gengar and
Yeah.
all the B tiers. Ton of speed.
Gengar, Kilowatt, yeah, Electrode, the fastest thing in the format, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it is.
Picked up a Rain Sweeper in C tier, Poliwrath, very value pick there. I'm a Pincurchin hater, despite success with it in the future. In the past, I mean.
In the future.
In the past. I'm sorry.
In the future, whoa.
Uh,
Kev's picking up Pincurchin.
never
Guys,
mind.
you heard it first. Baltimore, he's bringing Pincurchin
I'm not. I may be bringing something on this team though.
and Raichu Alola.
But
Are you
You're bringing
bringing
Sinistra.
our train?
aren't you?
I am bringing our train. It's
Kevin, I thought better.
I thought better of myself honestly, and then I clicked Electroshot for the first time, and it's kind of addicting.
Yeah.
It's like drugs. This is your fent addiction. You need to break out of this. This is what I'm talking about here, right? Like, we gotta just circumvent the drugs that you're taking with this Rain Archer whatever team.
The only
And maybe let's
drugs-
get back to reality. Let's look at our good old friend Dragapult and things like that.
Nah. The only drugs I'm on is copium. It's a very powerful drug, but we schmove.
Is a great drug.
It is a massive drug. We schmove to good buddy of mine, the Conkle of Donk, the Hartford Hariyamas. His first 3 picks outside of
I think they're
Wex's draft, whereas maybe my favorite. You want to talk about a
Fairy Dragon
Fairy
Steel
Dragon
Core,
Steel Core?
that's great.
Goldango High Dragon Azu is kind of crazy.
With Serena there as well for Blocking priority.
Blocking
Pretty-
priority with
Really
Serena.
good draft. I
Blocking. It got his fire. Water
I really
grass
like-
with Blaziken. Has like a little perish
Yeah.
mode with Goth and Azu maybe. Stone.
Also, if you want to, I don't. It's not really a thing, but people want to count the fighting Ghost and Dark, the Goldengo High Dragon and Blaziken as well. If that's
Yeah.
that's not really a thing, but
That's like a pseudo
another
core.
trio.
Yeah. Stone Journer, I think is really cool. Really good value in B. That it's like Chempao at home. Toadscruel is Toadscruel. It gets drafted every season.
That's good.
It goes sleep night
It does.
Fast Spore if its ability didn't exist. Rage,
How about they
Rage
put
Powder.
it-
It's
it
only
doesn't exist.
it's its form of redirection, which every team
Yeah.
maybe should have. I think Electrode's great value in Z tier. Again, we said fastest Pokemon in the
Speed, yeah.
in the format. Right on this.
These
Squawkabilly has Intimidate. It's cool. Guts. I mean, no one's ever really used Squawkabilly because I think we had it in B tier because it does get some cool
Yeah.
it gets some cool stuff. But
The abilities are cool.
yeah, its
Yeah.
abilities are cool. Get some cool moves. But like its Tailwind
Now, to
parting
be-
shot. I think.
To be clear though, it does when they drafted so the Squawkabilly the regular type, I couldn't input it into the dock for some reason.
Yeah.
So I just chose Guts.
Oh yeah.
But it's all
we
Squawkabilly.
we used to separate them because 2 of the colors get Guts and 2 of them get Sheer Force. So we used to separate them so like 2 people could get Squawkabilly, but no one was taking either of the Squawkabillies.
Yeah.
So we just like if you draft Squawkabilly, you get all 4, but they're not really that different. Like 2 of each color are the same, so it's like not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But
It's basically like having a hidden ability, realistically.
yeah. But Conk is a really good player, world competitor back-to-back seasons, and has a really good team. So I expect big things from this man, for sure.
We'll see.
Even if it's it is his first draft season, so we'll see how much of a chef he is. I think draft league requires a bit of finesse in team building, so we'll see if he cooks.
It's a different kind of touch.
For sure.
He may make worlds, but has he met a Quartz before? I don't think so. He's going to be caught off guard, and it's going to be interesting to see how he bounces back. Moving on, we have Glitchy Potato.
The goat.
What's the team name?
Uh,
I gotta scroll up.
Suburban
Braviary.
Braviary. Let's talk about the most important pick of this draft.
Glaceon.
The Glaceon.
Sparkle? Oh.
The Glaceon. We may have talked
Smelling
about.
food right now.
We may have. Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
I'm hungry.
His Wingstop arrived.
Oh, fuck off.
Of course it did. Of course it did.
I didn't order Wingstop, I promise.
Bro, who's this dude thinks
I'm
he
just
is? He
lying
can just,
down
yeah,
on
he
the
can lay
job.
down.
Dude,
He's lying.
I haven't even ordered Wingstop in like ages.
It's been like minutes. Like how long we've recorded?
It's been months. It's been legit months. Oh, your Wingstop here? No, it's not because I haven't fucking ordered it.
All right.
I haven't ordered it in 9 since 9 a.m. The withdrawals.
Yeah. What are we? What is going? I'm gonna like plot. What is going on? Justin, let's talk about
do we
Blood
look
Moon. Justin, why do you like Blood Moon Ursaluna?
Damage.
Great analysis. Yeah, that was exquisite.
Thank you. I might have to shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, what is going on?
I'm back.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
I hope that is all kept in the take.
No. We'll be right back.
Dusclops?
No.
Dusclops is a mon that I'm not big on.
I wanted
What?
to get my
Dusclops used to
opinion.
be good.
I asked you your opinion and you said damage.
Yeah, it was a joke. I mean, serious, but joke. No, Ursaluna Blood Moon is very, very good. You are a normal ground type, and even though you get like maybe 5 special moves, they're pretty good. I mean, Hyper Voice, right? And you get Blood Moon. 140 stab. Come on.
Yeah.
And you can't use it back to back, but who cares? It does damage. That's what you want to see. It blows. It's literally, quite literally. You're sitting there like Kim Jong Un, and you're hovering over the fucking nuke button, and you're just like, oh, America said this, and you just nuke someone. It's beautiful. And paired with Dusclops, the only problem I have with Dusclops is you're kind of forced into Eviolite. Now you don't technically have to, but I feel like a taunt kind of mitigates the Trick Room option that you want to do. Luckily for Glitchy Potato, he has a lot of fast mons, very fast mons. Like that's like almost his entire team of B tiers is just fast mons outside of Malamar. So with the tailwind from Corviknight, I mean you can really set up some big things. And again, Glaceon, clutch.
I like the Corviknight Ursaluna synergy, like the typing synergy. I like the only thing that hits Corviknight for super effective damage is fire and electric. You know, it nukes both those things. An Earth Power from a Blood Moon Ursaluna. So, I do like that. A lot of fast Pokemon on the team for maybe a team that wants to go slow in Trick Room, but he's got a Glaceon for that. Very valuable pick. Some would say draft breaking. That was the Glaceon pick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Literally cement himself as the villain of the season.
He has accepted the villain arc, and I think played it pretty well during draft.
The only thing I'll say is Carkle as your fire type.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting, especially now
I think there's Terra.
Yeah, he should have got Flareon too. Now
But
Yeah, it's dropped. You
Oh,
can
that
get
would
it
have been
now.
so
He could
funny.
have.
That would have been
Come
so
on,
funny.
Guts Flareon. Come on now. I mean, Flare Blitz does damage sometimes.
All right, we should move
Anyway,
over
we'll move on.
to the Miami Maractus, Kagua Falls. Shout out Blake. Went with the Instant Farigiraf core. Not very impressive. You know, no big damage from maybe any of the. I mean, Basket Legion hits kind of. It's the female hits.
Fast can't hit that, yeah.
The
It
female
hits slightly less hard than the male, but at the same
which is
time,
honestly sexist from Pokemon.
okay,
If you're
it's
asking
decent.
me, that's kind of crazy.
I don't know.
It is.
I hit Deja. No, I'm just kidding.
Bro.
That's fucked up,
Dude,
guys.
relax, brother.
No,
Relax.
I don't.
Oh god.
I think technically speaking,
ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on.
we'll be right back.
Justin's
Man 24 arrested.
And Basket Legion, no, Basket Legion is a pretty cool pick. Next to Illumise with the it does get Swift Swim, no, but it also gets adaptability.
You're look at this guy. He knows stuff.
I did. Listen, I may not do research, but I do a little bit of research. So.
Is there anyone on this team that gets Rain Dance?
Illumise.
Illumise.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Galvantula.
That's good.
Dude, a ton of things get Rain Dance, but it is
Galvantula with the Thunder. I
Galvantula
mean,
gets
you don't
Rain Dance?
need.
I
don't
actually
the,
know that
Rain
off the
Dance,
top of my
but-
head, but I would bet very large amounts of money that it gets Rain Dance.
I bet you Gudra gets it.
Kudra definitely gets it.
Look at this big brain.
Galvantula does indeed get Rain Dance. I
bet you every single mon here gets.
bet
Rain
you
Dance.
Florges gets it for no reason. And that's probably.
Oh, yeah,
it.
for sure.
I don't know about Bombardier, but Bombardier might as well.
Bombardier, actually.
Bombardier.
No,
Yes, that's
Wrong.
the correct way to say it.
you're wrong. You're so wrong.
Overall, I think I like the team.
They're eating.
Interested. The Thwacky's back. We haven't seen Thwacky in a while.
Dude, Thwacky's so fucking back, dude. I wanted him so bad, but then
I wanted Wacky. Wacky was gone so quick in Uva.
Yeah, and then
I'm not just gonna check.
It waited till like
Thwacky
the
was
end
third
in
round.
Around, Wow. Thwacky third
Wacky
round
was
kind of
third
crazy.
round in. It is. I kind of wanted it to start, and I was like, oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
Thwacky, you still get Fake Out. You still get really good Grassy Glide Woodhammer. Like, it does a serious amount of grass damage.
He's got
and
he's got Instant Rilla at home basically, so
Yeah.
it's still really good for sure. But overall, I like the team. Not a lot of heavy hitters, but I think that's fine. I think he'll pivot and play.
no
well.
MS Smashes.
Yeah, no MS Smash. We move to the final three teams in this division. This team, Cat's team, is toxic. As the only way to explain this team, it is brutal, dude. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. Cat drafted a kind of a demon squad, and I love every bit of it. there's so many Trick Room synergies and Psychic Terrain synergies, Sun synergies, like some Flora with Sun, Executor, slow side spam. Executor is the best synergy on this team because it gets expanding force, has chlorophyll to double its speed in the sun. This team is so cool. Vikavolt is a great Trick Room spammer. And on top of all the chaos, Zoroark Kasui is there. So you don't actually freaking know for the most part what is on the field. To be fair,
What's there, yeah.
it only mostly works with like Armarouge. All the other Pokemon have like abilities that proc. Like if you see an Indeedee and the Psychic Terrain doesn't get set, you know it's not Indeedee. Like if Ninetales is there and the sun doesn't go up, you know it's a Zoroark.
Look up, yeah.
So some Pokemon it doesn't work too well, but like Vikavolt and things, Executor, like you can disguise it pretty well still. So this team's gonna be a nightmare to prep for. I'm very happy I don't have to do that. I don't know if you created the schedule yet, Wex. If you know if you have to prep for it, but I do not envy you if you do. But this team
that's probably what we'll do later.
Crazy. We can move on to the Annihilate Torkoal team. What do you guys think? Postman P, new coach.
Yeah, this team is gonna be disgusting. I feel like. You know, you got Illigan, Hisui, and the Torkoal. You have Indeedee and Annihilate. I mean, it's not the correct Indeedee, but it's an Indeedee.
It is.
So.
And Indeedee, yeah.
And then Pachirisu with the redirect, Sneasel with a fake out. Like, I don't know. Like, Trick Room can happen, and non-Trick Room can happen, and either way, it's gonna be very tough to counter this. The after you from
you're gonna see
I bet
you're gonna see a lot of after you eruptions, yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
mean, give that.
Like, what are you saying? Sorry.
No, like give it like the Torkoal, like a charcoal or choice specs after you eruption in the sun. Come on, that's just so much. I don't care if you resist quad times, like that hurts. You're taking at least half.
Yeah. I like Sneasel as a pseudo like partner. Like obviously you prefer like a mouse hold or something, but Sneasel with inner focus and beat up means you can like, and with fast beat up means you can always get that off and do Annihilate. Like you can't be faked out. Only thing that gets you is redirection. Yeah. So Sneasel also applies fake out, so you can like get it off of like bulk up and then get the beat up off. You know, so like you can do the fast fake out, get the bulk up. Don't have to worry about like redirection or anything. But I like that pick with Annihilate. If you can't get like mouse hold or anything like that, I think that was a really good pick. To be fair, he picked Annihilate right before you picked Mousehold, right? He went right. It went 1-2.
Yeah, he said he picked Annihilate and I picked Mousehold, so I was like, I'm not letting that happen.
For sure. Yeah. I think those are like obviously the Torkoal, Lilligant, and the Annihilate Sneasel are like the main synergies I see right now. The rest of it, not so much, other than like just good stuff.
Patchy's always a nice follow me user as well. So.
Follow me is synergy with anything, so yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. The next team, I hate Whimsicott Typhlosion. You guys haven't played much ladder in Reg H. Whimsicott Typhlosion is so annoying. And I like it in draft a little bit because Typhlosion doesn't really get an ability to make use of in on the ladder because everything's open team sheet. So you don't need Frisk. It gets Frisk and Blaze. So, like, you run Blaze in case you get low health and your fire moves do more, but in Draft League, Frisk...
There's a reason to run Frisk here,
yeah, in Draft League, Frisk is really valuable. You can lead Typhlosion every week, and...
They also had that in New York, too, for a little bit.
That one's flying over my head, is the issue.
It was very shitty. So, it's okay, so here's Peter Griffin here. He explained this epic joke.
Okay.
Okay, no. So let me explain the joke because it's really funny if you really think about it. So, in New York, the mayor is really fucking. I'm not supporting this, by the way. Let's not get it twisted. I say a lot of jokes. I don't mean a lot what I say. They're for funs and shits and giggles. This one is included in that umbrella. So, the mayor, I believe, made this rule called stop and frisk, and they would just go up to people who they found suspicious and basically frisk them down for weapons or drugs or anything like that. Really oppressive and very, very targeted at specific groups of people. And that is why people don't like it, and that is why it's not a thing anymore.
Also,
So that's the funniness of the joke.
okay. Yeah, so they don't like Frisk in New York either. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny now. Moving on.
See?
Moving on. Tailwind and Sunny Day next to this mon clicking Eruption is very annoying. You can scarf the Typhlosion and just click Sunny Day. You can click
Also
Tailwind.
the shift tree.
Yeah, he's got
Shift tree with the tailwind.
shift tree with the Tailwind.
With Wind Rider and
also,
Chlorophyll.
yeah, it has Chlorophyll
Also
and
with-
Wind Rider. Yeah, so
Yeah.
really
synergy.
annoying. Him on top is just good support. Always Intimidate, Fake Out, Wide Guard is invaluable. I love Tinkaton.
It's got 3 fake out mons.
Yeah, a lot of Fake Out. I love Tinkaton. I was very sad that Wex didn't get to use it because that was a mon I very much prioritized getting on my team. I love that thing and I'm excited to use it this season. Spoilers.
I thought you said you hated it, by the way.
I love Tinkaton. It is amazing. Top like 6. One of the like top. It was on my playthrough team immediately when the game came out. I love that one. The rest of the team, he's got another Frisk mon. Neuvern also is a Frisk.
New York.
Okay,
That's a great nickname.
We have Intimidate, Trick Room, and with Weird Ear, always cool. Electros is just bulky levitate shenanigans, and I also like the value picks in C tier. Maybe not Cutie Fly, but
Don't know what that's
yeah,
doing.
I don't know what that thing's doing, but
I mean, it's just a little mascot, maybe. I don't know.
Life Orb Sheer Force in
Cutie Fly, yeah.
yeah, Cutie Fly, of course. For Alligator is really strong in C tier. Mischievous is good support with Eviolite. I like this team a lot. I think it'll be very good. Very annoying to play against. Typhlosion Whimsicott is awful. Like awful. But yeah. Best team, everyone, before we move on. I won't say that you can't say yourself, and I won't say Wex.
I'm gonna say best team between two. I'm gonna say best team Phoenix. Team that I really don't want to play Cat.
Okay.
I think the best team is K-Sun's team. I mean, it's just very balanced, very strong.
I knew Justin was gonna say that because he drafted like 3 of the same fuckers.
Whoa! That has nothing. That has nothing.
I knew it.
I'm
I knew
offended
it.
that you would
I
even
knew it.
insinuate or even accuse me of being a homer.
Yeah.
Like that is not
Anyone-
not at all.
Anyone that
Anyway,
drafted
I do think his
Altaria
best-
sucks.
I will say the best 3 mountains he has on his team are Colossal, Altaria, and Electabuzz for no reason whatsoever.
Oh god.
Anyway, we move on.
My pick.
Don't
would
care.
be-
So anyway, we're getting around. Huh?
I'm picking either Cat,
No, just what's your,
Cat or Conk. Cat or Conk. We move.
yeah. Oh, I like Conks too. Yeah.
We move to a shit team, a good team, and then an uncompleted team.
All right. All right,
Justin, talk us through the plan.
So the plan is Trick Room or Bust. And by Bust, I mean, like, it's in my jorts. Like, this is going to be, like, I don't really have...
I knew you were going there. I was hoping you didn't say it.
It was between that, my keyboard, and my screen. I don't know.
Oh, poor Rio.
One
But
moment
yeah.
after the deposit.
Poor Riolu, man.
We'll be right back. No, so Ursaluna Blood Moon, very, very strong special attacker. And if I want to stretch it, maybe I could go physical because you get a lot of physical moves. But I'm using it for special for the most part. Paired up with...
Oh, we can live
Is that-
update the board.
Is that Dude Wipes, the sponsor of this video? No, just kidding. We don't have a sponsor. I just lost them, actually.
Sponsored by Butter's Creamy Goo. If you know, you know.
So it's funny about that if you don't know. It means Butters Cum, who's a fucking third grader, by the way. Kevin is talking about a third. He's here to see a 14-year-old.
Oh.
Like this it is. No, it's South Park. South Park reference. Anyway, Ursaluna Blood Moon is a pretty good mon, and I'm really happy that I got that one. I'm surprised it fell all the way to me. It's very strong, and I feel like in this format where there's a lot of things that take a lot of damage from this guy, I'm gonna take it. Is he still laughing?
Just keep going.
I'm sorry. Did I say something?
Oh,
Wish I could give you a
God,
pat on the back. Anyway,
oh.
Farigiraf,
Babylon.
Farigiraf, however you want to pronounce it, don't really care. This thing's a tank. Was it Armor Tail is the ability that prevents priority?
Yeah.
Pretty clutch. Pretty clutch. And then I got the keys. The keys to success. I will be dropping this, by the way, most because DJ Khaled is pretty ugly. Um, I
Okay.
think what I'm gonna do is, and I'm torn. So by the time this video comes out, I'll have the decision. I'm torn between. Hold on.
Yep.
I'm torn between Greninja and Milotic, really, and Azumarill. Those are the three water types that I'm exploring here, because that's what I'm really missing. So I'm like, how can I, maximize my team? Greninja would give me more tools outside of Trick Room and a lot of speed. 122 base speed is nothing to laugh at. Like, that's very, very serious. You pair that with a Toxicroak and then Electabuzz, like that thing could go off. Maybe you go like a little setup. Like you could do a lot of work. But even in Trick Room, it does get Water Shuriken, which is priority. So even in Trick Room, it has use. It has, the ability to be successful. So that's something that I'm heavily considering. Milotic, I mean, obviously, it's just a tank. You give it Marvel scale or competitive, and this thing is going to go to work with the hypnosis. Um, Azumarill, huge power. It gets stab, fairy, and stab. Water moves, I mean, very, very, very strong. It doesn't get flip turn, which is frustrating. But those are the three that I'm considering. We go to an Electabuzz. Again, probably should have been S, maybe, but a very, very good value in A. I would say one of the best values you can get in A. Um,
I would say the best value.
Eevee, hmm?
I would say the best value.
Yes.
Some would say the best value, actually. They're eating the dogs in Springfield. They're eating the dogs, the immigrants.
Stop.
Mr. Trump, this is actually not correct. You're not correct. How about you go get a different job? Maybe McDonald's could be better for your IQ. No, I feel like he would say that though.
Oh.
He didn't say it, but I feel like he would. Anyway, Electabuzz is pretty good value. Follow Me, EV Light's really, really strong. You can control speed. You can do a little bit of damage too. I mean, he's not that bad. Wex, I haven't said anything too incriminating, have I?
Uh,
No, it's just the way
ask
you just go from
ask
one
Deja.
extreme straight back to the other.
Listen, it just we'll be right back. So Colossal is a really good mod because with the Terra types, we can move away from the 4 times weaknesses that it has, and I feel like the damage that it can provide is pretty good, especially with Steam Engine still, right? I mean, that's going to be something that's really interesting to proc Steam Engine when maybe you don't have to, and it makes it really, really fast. Toxicroak, good fake out mon. Close combat's really strong. Gunk shot's really strong. Gonna be good into a lot of the mons because it covers like if you want to go gunk shot, but there's a steel type in front of you, you still have close combat. So it's like it covers both angles, which is really really nice. I actually saw an Aaron Cybertron Zang video about it that had that mon in it, and I was like, that's my guy now because he had it. So because he had it, that means I have it. That means I have it. That means I'm good. I'm basically him. Arboliva is pretty good. I know,
Blaze.
Kevin, you don't like Arboliva, but you can
I
quit your complaining.
love it in singles, not in doubles. It's cool. No, it's actually cool. I love Arboliva. I think you're trolling.
It gets good support.
It's low key a strong
It's
hitter with good coverage.
yeah. I mean the pollen puff. I mean even if you want to do a side pollen puff, I mean that'd be really really good for Ursaluna, especially because of its speed tier, it being 39 base speed. It could be very very slow. And it can't be spored or redirected by Fungus or Amoongus, so really valuable in that sense. And then Caparajah also leaning into the Trick Room angle. I mean, Life Orb Sheer Force is really good.
So are you running
Obviously,
Trick Room?
what makes you think that? No, I
Okay,
literally will
yeah.
never click that once.
Probably not. Yeah.
Um, Anyway, my favorite Mon Altaria, just because I sniped Kevin on it. I had no idea he was gonna pick it, so that makes it even more sweet. Grand Bull for the Fairy and the Intimidate, I think that's pretty clutch. And Avalugg, I mean, Ice type to round out the team, really, really good defense. And I don't know, in Trick Room, things kind of a tank. I don't know.
They
So.
did. They finally gave it. I don't. I think if this gen it got Iron Defense Body Press, so kind of cool.
It does have Iron Defense.
Kind of cool. Let's move on to
Not
a
like it really
really.
needs it, but...
Let's move on to a really well constructed.
Well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
All right, this is where I take my leave.
Is he going back to sit lying down?
No, he's just leaving. He's going to get his Wingstop.
I'm not queso. It's not like every time I get up, he's getting a snack from the fridge. It's just ridiculous.
No.
I am hungry though. I haven't eaten today.
Lex already went over the majority of the shenanigans, but we kind of did build this together as we could, as we were in different divisions. Mousehold Volk I like that both can play support, both can play offensive. Palmont, Gallade double up on the fighting types, but they do different things. They will be very good support on the team.
Can't wait to put Psychic into your whole team.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's not a real move.
Psychic isn't a real move.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
No,
Copium's
it's like this.
strong.
I guess the difference we can talk about. I already talked about it. I'm so excited to use Tinkaton. That's the support that Mon offers, and the damage it threatens into fairies with 160 base power Gigaton Hammer is clutch. I got Haxorus as my dragon. I think very good value.
Overrated as hell.
Nah, it is bad as a whole, but in draft, I'm excited to use its 147 base attack stat, or whatever the hell it is.
Overrated.
Wex got to get the Inteleon that I got sniped on, so I tried and trusted Basculin as my water type. 98 speed with adaptability and C tier sounds really good to me. Thing hits like a truck. And I couldn't get Altaria because someone is not very nice, and I got Riolu as my prankster weather support Pokemon instead. So that rounds out the team. I think I usually could go on about the teams I draft for hours. I did pretty good right there. So we can move on to Ryder, who will be, if it doesn't get sniped this next pick, because we have 2 more picks left. Spoilers, we have progressed. We'll be taking Illumise in this spot for Manual Rain and Tailwind. Had the 12th pick and went with the Arch Basque, the double Rain Sweeper, trying to get Politoed. And spoilers, Politoed in A tier got taken before he could get it. So, very interesting team we have here. What are your guys' thoughts on Manual Rain?
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of things manually, so I'm not against it.
I'm not even gonna ask what you mean by that.
Oh no, I actually really want you to ask me. What do I do manually?
What do you think about Gardevoir?
Oh, I mean, listen.
No, that was the wrong transition.
No, Wex, come back.
I cannot
Wex,
have picked the worst Pokemon to
Wex, you need to come back. I've thought a lot about this answer. A lot.
I could not have picked the worst mod to transition to. God damn it.
Can we go to Vaporeon next? I have some things to say.
Thoughts on Weirdeer?
Well, Weirdeer is right under Gardevoir, which is where I want to be, right? So...
No! Someone stop him. Oh, God.
I went away.
With my personal base...
You're in timeout.
No, hold on. One more joke. One more, and then I'll be right back. Gardevoir is base 80 speed. Good thing I'm base 85. It's never getting away from me. I'm gonna make sure.
There we go. He's muted. He's in timeout.
Good. All right. I was very happy that Swamp who drafted Rillaboom did not get Chestnut because Grassy Glide with Fake Out and Belly Drum and Chestnut is a lethal combination. But then Ryder got it with Thwacky, which I'm not thrilled about, if we're being honest. I think that's scary. I think Manual Rain can be scary. I think with adaptability and different arch sets, you don't even need Rain to make this team work. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
In the video, I do Arch.
Who unmuted him? who unmuted him?
Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh my god!
There you go. Yeah.
There it goes.
I muted him to see. I muted him to see if he'd notice, and then he did.
This is unhinged Justin when he hasn't had his Wingstop for the day. So
So yeah, he's on like 3 hours of sleep and no wing stuff. Like no.
Oh, Justin, that's not your best angle for the people. I'm in so much pain. Gummy, we see another Palafin go.
Am I still muted?
No, you're back now. You want to talk about Palafin? Is that?
So when Gardevoir, no, okay, I'm good. Yeah, Palafin's pretty cool. I mean, you just switch him out, switch him back in, and then he gets damage or something. I actually don't know how Palafin works.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think it has like 70 attack, and then you switch it out, and it has 160 attack. So it's pretty.
Yeah, that's actually pretty strong. I don't know.
It's
Catch him on the switch. Yeah, sacrifice something.
same attack stat as Slacking. To put that in context.
Well, Slacking sucks, so that means Palafin sucks.
Yeah, that's completely.
Wait, let me move the dock down. Oopsies. who left me in charge of this, by the way?
I wish I knew.
I'm pretty sure you suggested it, so I blame you.
Gummy with a big rain core. Got rain for Palafin. Has the Swift Swim Basculin.
Yeah.
Sinistra to support the team. I think Goodra gets
Your favorite Mon Pincurchin.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Goodra gets something.
He got Pincurchin Raichu, which is interesting.
And looks right.
I think Goodra gets like hydration. I think it's like you could cure its status in the ring, which is like kind of shit. But
I
was trying to think if you got hydration, if you got like rain dish.
Yeah, not rain dish.
Gets Sapsipper.
Unfortunately, yeah, it does get Sapsipper. Sapsipper is cool on the rain team. I will give him that. I like that pick.
Yeah.
Good switching.
Yeah, Primeape, kind of cool. Gummy is known to like Annihilate, so Primeape does get Rage Fist. It is interesting.
Eviolite, right?
Eviolite, Rage Fist.
Yeah, it gets Sapsipper, Hydration, and Gooey.
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 Oh no.
But
no, don't start him. Don't start him.
God damn it. I didn't like that either. I
I
actually really didn't like that. I'm gonna apologize formally.
But
Not
yeah.
everything else, but about that.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But overall, I think Gummy has a solid rain team. A lot of weather. I've noticed a lot of weather. Which is
Yeah. It makes some Mons more valuable than others with the weather.
You've said more untrue things. I didn't. Oh god damn it! Fuck, I didn't realize what you were.
Wow.
That took me a while. It took Wex to say. It took Wex to say Golduck to understand what you were referencing.
Disappointed. I'm disappointed. You for as big brain as you advertise yourself as. How'd that go over?
I'm trying to finish this so I can leave and go to Baltimore. I'm trying to.
Well, I want to finish this because I'm hungry and I have to shit. So.
No. I'm just gonna say no.
I feel like my priorities are a little higher.
I doubt it.
Basic needs here.
We should move to the core of King Gambit Clefable, which is very, very annoying. Another
Worrying,
redirection to support a fighting weakness. Fairy will obviously eat all the fighting moves you want to throw at King Gambit. Unaware is a very good ability. You can't set up and beat this team. You just have to raw damage, beat the Clefable. It gets a lot of cool support. Other than that, I think the synergies are the Firewater Grass Core of Shandy, Quack, and Superior. Very, very. This is very fast B tiers, similar to
Yeah.
the other team we saw, Phoenix's team.
Mm.
A lot of speed going on in this tier. A lot of good type synergy. Um, Other than that, I don't see any. I will say the first synergy that not the first, but a main one that I spot is Stantler. With Stantler has skill swap, Intimidate, so
Oh,
you can skill swap across the board and self intimidate King Gambit.
King Gambit, yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Um, Other than that, just I think solid picks across the board. Any other
Yeah, I
thoughts?
like Phalanx as well. I like Phalanx. I used it last season. No Retreat is pretty sick. It's able to hit off pretty hard close combats as well. It's alright. I like it. Um, Nothing else other than what you've said, I don't think. Looks pretty good. I like the team.
Yeah, for sure. Um, we have another Torkel and DD Lilligan team on our hands in this division.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm sick.
I am kind of sick about it. Alex kind of cooked low key. Um,
Yeah.
he's got Torkel Lilligan. Like Lilligan also gets Victory Dance, which is like Quiver Dance but physical. And then
I can't wait for Flamigo to take
yeah,
that.
and then Flamigo takes it, and you want to die. He also has Speed Boost Blaziken, which Flamigo can just come in and copy. Like you just run Banded Flamigo, swap it in next to Blaziken after a Speed Boost, and cry a little bit. Um,
Yep.
he took a Friskamon and a Trickermon and an Executor Alola.
New York. I'm sorry.
Yeah, New York indeed.
I'm sorry.
He is the Bronx Bundles. It is fitting.
That's what I was taught. It's God.
We see a Kilowattrel kind of out of place, but I think it's just a good pick. I think it's just a solid mon.
Yeah, it's nice.
My favorite synergy is Slowpoke, which was his most recent pick, and Torkoal. Slower than Torkoal in Trick Room. Can't be taunted.
Oh, weakness policy.
You can proc weakness policy with Surf and the Rain. It gets heal pulse. You can heal up Torkoal before it clicks Eruption.
You can one shot it
Well,
with literally any move.
Surf in the Sun is better. Surf in the Sun here is better.
You can Surf in the Sun, proc the weakness policy, or you just heal pulse your Torkoal to full health, and it clicks Eruption again.
Yeah.
So, very.
Why are we giving him ideas?
No, these were already his ideas. This is why he took that was like his whole plan. He literally built the team around Torkoal and knew he was taking Slowpoke at the end. Like he knew it.
So cool.
I have discussed with him, unfortunately. No, I didn't give him any of these ideas.
Insider trading.
No,
Okay.
he just told me
No,
his
it's
plan.
fine. It's fine.
Never mind. Overall, very scummy team. He would have had Alolan Muck, but he got sniped. Thank God for that. Don't need.
That would have been awful.
Yes, we do not. I think the plan was Muck and the hell's it called? What's the pepper thing that gets Moody? Scoville. So he's
Scoville?
yeah.
I'm glad you said that. I almost said
Yeah.
Sinistcha.
Yeah, that. So like Power of Alchemy Muck
And-
gets Moody, and then you bring in the Flamigo. Awful.
Oh
Oh
god.
God.
Yeah, not fun. Not
Oh
fun.
God.
You get your evasion boosts, you get your Moody, and then Flamigo copies them. It is actually toxic. But we
You gotta set up that requires those insane.
yeah, but if you get it up, nothing. Who dying? No one. All right, 6 teams. Let's rattle these suckers off. Someone take the lead.
Okay. All right. So Straw Hat here has a very, very cool team with Goldango Hydreigon as his 2 S tiers. We have Tauros Piaqua as in Serena to block priority, and then Pachirisu. Sound familiar? Should, because this sounds very familiar. Pachirisu to follow me. Very, very good support for Goldango. Hydreigon with the Tailwind is also very valuable. Tauros in there. Intimidate, I'm pretty sure.
Y'all.
Okay. Stonejourner is cool. Not my favorite mon in the world, but I mean it does some work sometimes. The Decidueye Hisui is also a very interesting pick. Toad in the C tier. Not sure if I would have picked that one, but it could work. Maybe some spores. I mean, it has decent speed for not being fully evolved. You have Dusknoir as well in the B tier.
Justin's staple
Like
pick there, the Dust Noir.
Listen, weakness policy Dusknoir
Oh,
is not bad when you max them.
Oh.
It worked. It worked. Cheese, but it works. Zepstrika is cool. I think for the 116 base speed in C tier, so I think that's decent, but I just don't know how much it's actually going to be brought. Same with Wartortle. I mean, Wartortle at least gets fake out,
Yeah.
so it's useful in that sense.
Fake out,
Outside
follow
of that,
me, right? Yeah. I think it's
yeah,
good
I
stuff. Follow
mean,
me still.
Yeah.
does he follow me?
Well, I know
I assume
Blastoise
it
does.
does.
Does it?
Blastoise gets it.
Maybe it doesn't. I know it used
Blastoise
to.
can
It
follow
did.
me,
Hold on, let me see.
It did.
It at least used to.
guys. Guys.
Okay,
Okay.
no, it lost it. It lost it. It lost it.
Okay, I was gonna say we let a follow me mon with fake out and Eviolite sit in C tier. What are we doing?
It would have been worse if we let Fake Out, Follow Me, Shell Smash, Blastoise stay in A tier. So,
Yeah, that probably would have been a lot worse. Anyway, no, I think the main mod you're gonna see is probably top 4 in Pachirisu. I think Decidueye Sui comes a decent bit as well. But I would expect those to be the main 6 that we see from Straw Hat. I don't really see any other mons providing too much value besides situational, like one-time usage for some sort of cheese potentially. No real Trick Room answer here outside of Dusknoir, but even then, what does Dusknoir really do in Trick Room? It's not gonna be too much. So yeah, I mean, kind of relying on the
It's
Hydreigon
pretty
Dark
similar.
typing for avoiding Prankster Taunt and setting up Tailwind to try and get speed control potentially. But yeah,
it is very You say it's similar to Consteam?
To
yeah.
Yeah, it is for
yeah.
sure.
Hence the sounds familiar.
Yes, brother.
As brother.
As our only European in the Naranja division, Lex, why don't you go over Swamp's team?
Well, from taking Excadrill. So actually, he's just taking Venomoth, but he's recently taken Excadrill. So the Cheetah Excadrill, I mean, it's a staple in pretty much every single draft league that has ever existed with these two in it. Albeit they're split up from T tier. In the past, you would have seen them both in S tier from memory.
Yeah,
But Rillaboom on
Dynamax
Steam is
Excadrill is
pretty.
crazy. It had to be an S tier
Yeah.
back in the
I think
day.
I think Germ was Excadrill and T-Tar in season 2 of the NDA. If my memory's right.
Maybe. I had
Uh,
Excadrill Gigalith in the first ever season, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think Germ had it in season 2. I feel like I don't know why that's in my head, but it is. But Rillaboom obviously like stopping the ground type moves. I mean, it's a bit whatever for Excadrill. A bit of a weird one.
It's kind of
in
an
that regard, but
anti.
I don't really see it.
It's kind of like an anti synergy a little bit.
Anti-earthquake.
Yeah,
It is a small bit. At the same time, it does protect Tauros, it protects T-Tar, and it does protect the Excadrill as well. So, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad thing. Inteleon, I have it on my team. I really like Inteleon.
same.
It's just it has a nuke button. It's really fast. I used Cyclizar a lot last season. I think it was this draft. Um, pretty certain it was. I like Cyclizar. I used it a lot. Shedtail is really fun. Being able to just bring in something for a substitute. Probably in this regard, probably Excadrill if I had to guess. Florges as a fairy type, nice, good bulk, middling speed, which is but able to fire off some little some Moonblast, and things will eventually die. Galvantula actually in C tier I like a lot. Why is it in C tier?
That was a mon we
Mischievous with
actually.
bulk as well.
That was a mon we actually pushed down
Drop.
while chatting. Galvantula, we
Yeah.
put that down.
Hmm.
Thought it would be. It's kind of bad, but good value in C tier.
Yeah, it is. I do like Driftbloom as well, Tailwind support. Nice fighting immunity for Excadrill and T-Tar. Florges as well in that regard, the same thing. Also Mischievous, nice little bulk as well. Bulk option C, and Venomoth I probably know less about, to be honest. I assume it gets like stuff Rage Powder. I assume
It's Rage Powder
does
Tailwind.
Venomoth get? I was gonna say, does it get Tailwind?
It
I
does
assume it
indeed.
does. My only experience with Venomoth is the absolute size of them in Scarlet and Violet when you go down to Area Zero.
Yeah,
Those things are everywhere and they're big.
facts. Yeah.
But
XP farm
I
essentially.
like repping. Yeah, I like Swamp here. Swamp the goat. Obviously, probably I think he's going to Gdansk as well, so able to see him at Gdansk.
True. I finally met Swamp at Worlds, the goat.
Oh yeah, I've met him. Oh god, I don't even know how much times at this stage, and we still don't have a picture, so
Yeah, slacking.
it's funny. Yeah, 'cause I think
You're
met
almost
him a couple
doing. You
times
guys are
anyway.
almost doing it on purpose now for the bit. It's kind of.
Yeah, it's a funny bit. But
Um,
yeah, some
Listen,
speaker
no
troll as
picture,
well in
no proof.
Galvan.
yeah, facts.
No
True,
face to
true,
face.
true.
But
But no,
overall, it's a good team
yeah,
for sure.
I like Swamp's team.
Swamp always kind of has a similar. Like his teams are good, and then he skill diffs a bit into the playoffs.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean that he's a very good player. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were attacking me there for losing the Swamp 2-1 in the
And
playoffs last season.
Swamp's very good. Swamp's good in like actual VGC too, so it
Yeah,
always helps.
for sure. We should
Regional
move.
champion Swamp
True, in the senior division.
in Malmo senior division.
We have Charisma Tyson, coach of the Philly Flygons. I like his team a lot. I think the synergies are all there. I think Oranguru or Saluna is very scary.
Yeah.
Dragonite has that flying type, so you can click Earthquake with Ursaluna.
Mhm.
It's not overly fast, Dragonite, so you can run it still in Trick Room. It has E-Speed to just negate any slow, fast priority. Like, you just click E-Speed in Trick Room and it still goes first. Vivillon is good redirection support, Sleep Powder support, Friend Guard support.
I was about to say friend guard. Yeah.
A really good support mod in that tier. I feel like when you draft
Does
as hard hitters as Dragonite and Ursaluna, the rest of your team doesn't really have to hit that hard. Those two make up for so much damage. Like things like Persian Alola with
does
Fake and Fluffy are really good. I have to sneeze. Wex talk.
Wax
I
talk.
was gonna say yeah, well, it's not gonna say you talk, 'cause God knows what's going. Oh, you're gonna remember. I was
So
just gonna
anyway,
say.
this
I
is
think
this is why Kevin
no,
is going to
no,
lose
I'm
the
muted.
league.
I'm muted.
I can
No, I can listen.
I can hear you. Yes.
That's the point.
But no, I like Vivillon. I don't think it gets Spore, but I'm pretty certain it gets Sleep Powder or Compound Eyes, so
It's
it's
basically
pretty nice to
Spore.
have. I zoned out for a second there. I don't think you mentioned. Did you mention Mokalola? We already talked about it a small bit for
Yeah. I,
whoever got sniped.
Yeah, I
Was
think
it?
it's like a lone. It's like Muck doesn't have any synergy really here, except that it's just like
Yeah, nothing really
it's just a
can take advantage
lone
of
kind of
the
toxic.
boosts. Yeah, it's toxic by itself. I like Alchemy as a support. I debated on picking it up earlier. I like Decorate as an idea. Be nice with Brian Collins has used it to good success with on Smeargle with
Blech.
Torkoal.
Blech.
So I mean, what was it? He was like 15th or 14th in the UIC with it, so pretty
Blech.
decent. And Ben Grismer was top 8 in whatever one was after that.
Orlando.
Same team? I can't remember. Orlando, yeah.
Um,
Delphox is Delphox. Fox can get what you say get what it says on the tin. Shout out Ron Seal, anyone who has a company. That's their tagline for all you Americans.
we
But
have no clue what you
no,
just
I
said.
mean, I know, but it's fine. Did I cut out, or you just don't get
Both.
it because you're American? Oh, I just said it's Ron Seal. It does what it says on the tin, because that's their tagline. They try to be funny, but then I remembered you guys are American. I don't know. Good special attack, good speed. Obviously for me, if I was team, good strong size, mystical fire. Gets Will-O-Wisp, I'm nearly certain. It's Trick Room, I think, nearly certain again. what does it get? It gets Magician, which
It's not
I
great.
don't think is that useful as an
No, it's
ability.
pretty bad.
Yes, great.
Alright,
Yeah, I like Haunter in C as a fast-ish, hard-hitting C tier, and I like Bird. I like the Bird.
Yeah.
Again, basically with three types with it, with whatever the ability's called that gets it, basically rock stab.
Rocky Payload.
Rocky payload, yeah. So stab rock slides, always nice.
For sure.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that is it. I want to play a game, and where we guess
Mhm.
the A
You
tier
have
that
four teams.
we guess the A tier that Jared's gonna pick.
If we get it right, what do we get?
You get 5 minutes with Gardevoir.
All right, I'm gonna message Jersey Jared real quick. I'll be right back. All right, now I'll go first. So he has a Pelipper.
I will make a
For
quick
rain.
note. Quick note. I think he's
Just
gonna
gotta-
make a lot of transactions in Grace Period
Yeah.
because Pelipper is doing nothing. So
Yeah, I don't know what Pelipper's
Pelipper
doing
with
on this
Dragapult
team.
and Weezing. I'd say he wanted Basculegion if I had to guess, and just didn't get it. But
Yeah, I have no
what
idea what
does
he's
he
gonna pick.
want?
I'm not even gonna try. I don't know.
It's very much a shot in the dark. I'm seeing is some Blizzard things. So I'm gonna say Abomasnow. That's my guess.
Need a Hail Setter.
He could drop
Um,
Pelipper for Ninetales, but what I have to go off on, I'm gonna say Abomasnow.
I'm gonna say he decides to drop Dragapult, and I'm gonna say he grabs Kingdra.
Kingdra. Okay.
I don't have a strong belief in that pick, but I was like, that's the only like water, like benefiting mon in that tier.
Okay.
I have no idea. So
You gotta pick something.
Pick a Pokemon. Pick a Pokemon.
all right, he's gonna. You know what? Let me look at the tiers. I think he's picking. What does he need? What is he missing? He's missing a fire type. He's gonna take Cerulege.
Cerulege. Okay.
Clearly.
I'm honestly
Listen,
surprised.
He does already have a.
Yo, Cerulege didn't get taken in either draft, which is kind of crazy. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was like, I'm going for Corona, so I don't need it.
Facts. Facts.
I love Sarah Legend last season.
Cerulege is fun. A good mon. Trick Room or in normal scenarios with Tailwind. It's good. It's good mon. I like him.
I just realized that your boy has Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise.
I noticed that I noticed that like
Does he?
yesterday, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I just noticed that, which is really cool.
Oh.
Actually.
That's
He
actually
also
cool.
has
That's cool.
Whimsicott. He also has Whimsicott Annihilate with
Yeah,
Clodsire.
yeah.
With Clodsire again, and Zora Kasui. This is a
Claude's a
dangerous
problem.
team.
I mean, any team piloted by your
He has
boy
beat up
is
Annihilate.
going to be a problem.
Yeah.
However,
I mean,
I think Cinccino and Whimsicott get beat up.
That's it. This cheat up it does. What else monster seems like it will.
I think it does. I'd be surprised if it didn't.
I think first gets it.
Ew, don't say that.
Furikit's follow me, which is
That's
interesting.
it.
But this team is not going to be fun to prep for.
There's so many different modes here, and so many different ways you can use these mons. It's gonna be very, very hard to beat your boy yet again.
Yeah, Whimsicott gets it. I think that's it.
Oh, Cinccino
on this
doesn't?
team. Oh, actually, Annihilate gets it.
Well, that doesn't help itself.
Cinccino does. Yeah. Yeah, no. Cinccino does not. Here, that I can see. Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, this team's going to be crazy. I don't think we have to go over it too much. We all kind of know what these shits do.
I think the results will speak for itself.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure he doesn't go undefeated again. That's the only goal.
We all just gotta team up each and every week to make sure that he loses to somebody,
Facts.
just so that we have something over his head.
Facts.
Your friendship acting.
And our final team to go over is our new producer of the podcast, who you will not see,
Hey.
but will be helping us out post-production. The GOAT. Gonna hopefully get some more episodes out because of it. Save
Taking a lot of work off of me.
Yeah, saves Wex a lot of time. So let's be nice about his team, guys. Isn't this like the best team you've ever seen before?
This is the best team I've ever seen. To be fair,
I've
I
never
actually
seen a
like
better
it.
team.
Like,
It's the best team.
I like Instant and Amoonguss, obviously, like, they're staples of VGC. At this stage, not even just this gen, just VGC in general, they're staples. Volbeat I like, Snorlax. I feel like there could be stuff going on here. Transactions. I'm not a big fan of Snorlax.
I like Snorlax, but I don't honestly know what it does on this team.
I don't. I'm about to say on this team, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
I would prefer to have like a harder hitting mon. It's definitely a Trick Room team.
But what's setting
his Trick Room setters are Slowbro and
Slow
Golurk.
bro.
I was
Has to be
slow bro.
And maybe Golurk. I think you
Golurk
might get it. I don't know.
It's
I
funny.
like
I
Ditto.
like.
Ditto's fun.
I think I like his C tiers the most out of all the tiers.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maybe I mean
like
you could argue
Flapple.
S tier, but
you can't
I
go
like the
wrong.
Flapple
You can't go
Flapple.
wrong with Instant Amoonguss, but
No,
you know.
no, it's pretty standardized. But I think
He definitely
interesting
picked
wise,
Instant Amoonguss and then was like, "I'll pick the rest later," sort of thing. Like he had no plan.
Yeah,
I think
like
I think
Volbeat.
I'm expecting a lot of transactions out of Riolu here, and not a lot, but at least a couple to change it up a little bit.
One or two. I feel like one or two fixes this team completely.
it's giving.
Again, like you said, I like his C tiers.
Yeah.
Like if he drops Ampharos for Grumpig or something, like just get yourself like a more bona fide Trick Room setter somehow. Like
We're calling Grumpig a bona fide Trick Room setter.
it's
I was gonna say, is
better
that true?
than Slowbro or Golurk.
I think we need to like. I don't even know what we need to do, but we need to do something.
It's really fast though for Trick Room.
Um,
It's like 85 base speed, 90 base speed.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like if he's gonna lean Trick Room like this, he should probably drop Volbeat and find something else. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself
Kinda
that
bored.
was the first one. I had to get one in though.
Yeah, won't be a podcast without it.
True. But yeah, I think he'll do something. He probably makes a change, but overall, not a lot of synergy, but solid.
Even
Pokemon.
even if he doesn't make a change, Instant Amoonguss is probably going to be able to brute force some weeks just because of the positioning and how impressive it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it wins a few weeks, even if he doesn't make changes. But that'll be very matchup dependent, in my opinion. Yeah, I like the idea. I think there's cooking going on behind the scenes, but eventually we will see what that turns into.
All right, favorite team that isn't your own.
Gotta be your boys.
That was the easy answer. You didn't even think about it.
Didn't have to as Whimsicott.
Well, Kev, I love your team.
Yeah, I can't say my team, but I think I think you're pretty on the money there, honestly.
I like your team, Kev.
Thanks, man.
This is what I deal with.
But Aaron, other thing,
This is what I have to suffer through. Help me.
My unbiased answer
other
will
than
be I'll go at Alex and Simsy Bull. I think he's.
I was literally looking at that.
I think he's gonna cook. I'm excited to see what he cooks.
I will say I'm gonna say Ryder. Other than yours, Kev. I'm gonna say Ryder.
That's
Simsy Bulls.
I like what Ryder got going on.
Archaludon's just
The
always gonna be
chestnut
impressive.
wacky thing
can
is
confirm
pretty nice.
Archaludon is broken.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But that was a long episode, but we got through it. We are back.
It is
Season 2 of CADA, Season 4 of Scarlet and Violet, and the 10th season we have of Draft League in this in Season 10 in this server as a whole through Sword and Shield and now 4 seasons of Scarlet and Violet. It's been a long journey.
So,
Some
has
of us
been a
here for
very long
season
journey.
1. I think all of us. Well, Justin was
So,
somewhat about
Justin
season
was
1.
end of season 1. Well, Justin was season 2.
Yeah.
I was season 2.
Season 2 champion.
Yeah, but you were in the server in season 1.
First season and I won.
But excited
I
to be
also won a
back.
I
different
wouldn't say
season,
he's
by the
washed,
way.
but you won
I
season
don't-
6?
I
You won
don't-
season
Yeah,
6 as well, didn't
2
you?
and 6.
I don't remember that happening.
I do. I had
Were
Blastoise and
you?
Meowstic, and I remember I hard called what he was
Yeah.
gonna do in the final, and I just went fucking. I think it was like Iron Defense Body Press or some shit like that. Like I kind of
Who was in the fight? Oh, okay. He faced Swamp in the fight, right?
I forget.
Nice.
I forget completely actually. All I know is Blastoise put in
I think
some
it was
work.
Swamp. I
G-Max.
feel like Swamp was in there.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
it was
remember.
Swamp I was against. Not
We were
entirely
washed.
sure.
We had a good time around the start of start of Sword and Shield, and ever since then we've all kind of fallen off a bit, lads, won't we?
I blame Kevin.
I've had some
I
bad
blame
seasons.
Kevin.
Whoa. I've been focusing
Oh.
on ever since I started playing the circuit, my draft has gone way down.
We've had one draft since you started
Yeah.
focusing.
Nah, I've
What?
done 2 seasons now. Like all of Sword and Shield. I mean,
Mm.
all of Scarlet Violet. Bad. For me.
Yeah.
Where's the X button? X to doubt.
No.
Alright.
That's what I'm using as my excuse
Alright.
anyway. But
Copium, strong.
Mm.
it is.
hell of a
I
drug.
love copium. But I believe that
Hell of a
wraps us
drug.
up. That wraps up the episode. Outro us out, Sir
Yep.
Justin.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking a listen in, and
You should apologize
Well-
in the outro, honestly.
I may never put on this headset again as Nick Castellanos takes a drive to deep center field and it's a 4-1 ball game.
Oh.
I'm gonna put on
If
this
you
episode
get it,
again.
you get it. If you don't, you don't.
Some
But
people will get it.
yeah, it's kind of funny.
Did he have a home run yesterday?
He hit one on
He
9/11.
did have a
Yeah.
home run.
He,
Yeah.
he hit one on 9/11.
Did he
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, of course he did. Yeah.
that the first
I
at-bat,
was
too?
just taking a guess.
Yeah, well, it's easy guess because it's Nick Castellanos and a tragedy
Yeah.
occurred. So I don't know why he's just so amped up for tragedies here, but I don't know. Bonafide email. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for listening
Cubs
in.
legend, Castellanos.
Thank you guys so much for listening in. We appreciate you guys, putting in the effort to draft and to put thought into this and to listen to our ramblings and our thoughts and things like that. It's gonna be a hell of a 10th season here, second season of CADA, and we appreciate the support and the love that you've shown the server and the care that you've put into drafting these teams. So we'll keep it up throughout the rest of the season, and we'll have a couple of different episodes coming out. I don't know how frequent they're going to be. I don't believe this will be a weekly thing anymore, unfortunately. But I think we will have definitely some more stuff in store. And at the end, we might actually do an award show. So stay tuned. But that being said, thank you guys so much for listening in. And that's our time. So take care and peace.
Peace.
Peace.